Okay, so love man,
Yes, sir.
let's talk about 2020, man. I mean, 2020 was that stuff you were drinking when we were growing up.
Exactly.
And this
Mad,
That's
whole,
mad dog.
I
mad
know
dog. All in what it is, mad dog.
it
20.
was crazy. This 2020, all I did was look up on the front porch, and there I was, and everything was spinning in a circle. So, that's how it happened.
We
So,
had too much to drink.
yeah. So this has been a crazy year. Talk about the year in review and let's give thanks while we do it.
Thank you, Lord, for giving us this year. Thank you for helping us survive the year. We couldn't have done it without you. Your will is that way, and we always come to you. We'll hasten to your throne anytime that we feel like we can't make it on our own. Father God, we just ask that you bless us and keep us wrapped comfortably in your arms. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Okay. Now, 2020 is spelled TRUMP.
Correct.
That's it. We can go on to 2021 now. I mean, TRUMP spells 2020. That's it. I mean, what are we going to review? That people lost jobs, people got sick. How many? I mean, we're talking about how many deaths now? Was it 250,000? 250,000 people died?
Something like that.
I mean, that's a pretty big number of people just getting wiped out on something you cannot see. You can't see it. You can't see it. Just wiped out, just gone. I mean, think about it. And in order for you to breathe, they put you on a respirator and then flip you upside down so you can breathe. When you don't make it, they put you in a freezer or a room or in a transfer truck hauler until they can bury you. You cannot say goodbye to your loved ones. They can't even come in and see you. Right. You die and they go, he's gone. He died. Okay, but and especially with Black folks, we got to go to the funeral home and see the body. That's why we got to go
to make sure it's us.
Somebody got to fall in the casket, or somebody say the casket. You got to go get in that casket. That's what it's all about.
Take me with you.
Take me with you. Oh, take me with you. That's what they do. I mean, funerals a big business where we from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I work for one of the largest funeral homes in Southern Illinois. We had 5 funerals a day.
Wow.
That's a lot.
We were humping, okay? And those included burials in the morning all the way to services at night.
That's officer, right?
Yeah, that was officer. And I mean, when you think about the money that they were making, now I was working there as a teen in the 70s, and I started doing some calculations on, the basic cost of funerals and how many we had a day. They were making easily in excess to $3 to $5 million a year.
Easy.
In 74, 75. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Now you can quadruple that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why he ran for mayor and won. He had the money to actually do it.
No, didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, they tried to talk him out of it. Mr. Officer, think about this. Now, I'm going to take you and use you and Mac as an example. Okay. Let's say, for instance,
funeral homes, we gotta get somebody else.
No.
Like, come on.
Yeah, don't bury me too early, man. Just because
I was cool with it. I'm gonna use y'all. No.
I'm talking about wait a minute. I'm talking about Earl being Mr. Officer and you being Carl Officer.
Oh.
See,
okay.
You jumped
right in the business.
I'm talking about. I just said. See, you guys.
Money.
You guys don't listen. I said they didn't want him to run. His
Oh,
parents came to him and begged him. His dad said, why would you want to be the mayor when you are the heir to the largest funeral home? I mean, what could doing that outside of serving the public, what could that do for you? And that's what he said. Carl came back. I was there when they were having those conversations all the time. He was defiant. He ran in defiance of his parents. And so it wasn't, and then wait a minute, think about the popularity. If you're burying 80% of the people in this area, you know, East St. Louis, Brooklyn, Cahokia, all that stuff. Okay, at that point, once again, financially, you didn't even need the money for marketing because everybody knew who you were. Everybody knew who Carl Officer was.
Yeah.
He didn't have to go and put, you know, the banners and yard signs. And dude, he won. People were running against him, and you didn't even know they was running. Somebody said, "Oh yeah, I ran against Carl Officer back in." What was your name again? So, like I said, once again, when you think about the success of a business, that's what you want. If you wanted a successful business, and let's say Magic 108 FM took off and the Hot Box took off and you did all that, and then Matt came and said, "Oh, I want to go and work at the local TV station."
right. I understand.
You say,
"Oh man, I can't be the mayor."
No.
Stacy Beats. Okay, you can be
Right.
the mayor. But that's what I'm saying. Why would you want to be in if these two radio stations were terrestrial, they had antennas and towers, and they were successful, what would be the purpose of
it? Wouldn't be none.
It wouldn't be.
People I've been talking to.
So why didn't you just talk to him and just tell him not to do it?
Carl Officer is older than me. I'm a kid.
Oh, okay.
Come on. I mean, I'm talking about I'm 15 years old. I started working at that when I was 14 or 15 years old.
Oh yeah. Okay. So he's got to be 70 now then. Okay.
Yeah, he's easily 70. Yeah, he's easily 70. But once again, you know, we talk about success and we talk about business and all the things that, you know, we're thankful and grateful for. Just the mere fact that God woke you up this morning. That's all I really.
Amen.
Praise God.
Definitely.
I'm with that.
That's right. Roz,
What he said.
If your eyes open this morning, you're good.
You're good.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm in that corner.
Yeah. You know, Kirk Franklin sings about silver and gold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Come on, man. That's a pretty powerful song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Be saved.
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful song. So I believe in it. I spent 43 years of my life doing dumb stuff. In the last 20, I've been praising God like nobody's business. And not
I know that's right.
Holy roller, not because I'm trying to show off or do anything. But once again,
when you learn better, you do better.
If you learn better, you do better. You don't worry because he's going to deliver.
Don't ask me how this mic is working.
The end.
All right. So Mac Beats, tell me about your 2020.
2020 was really an eye opener for me, and that's what I like about it. And I really, everybody gets crazy when I say this, but I really like that Trump got elected because a lot of people got to learn and got to confirm stuff that I've been knew, and that y'all, everybody here, y'all know stuff that my group, my generation is just now learning. Dad, Mike, the people that y'all knew are the people that we're being introduced to as a result of Trump being president. I wouldn't have 2020 any other way. There are more people selling plates. There are more people creating their own stuff. There are more people creating whatever they can. They create websites. They create Instagrams for business. They're doing all kind of stuff. and they're doing it because they're being squeezed out of something. I try to put a little bit of God in everything, even if something horrible happen. I try to put God in it somehow, and I try to think of the positive part that come out. Okay, a lot of people got squeezed out. A lot of people are learning about how these people feel about them. They're learning about how these people who come into their communities and set up shop, how they feel about them. They got wooden and plastic fixtures that sit you 10 feet away after the fact, but they're still taking your money. They're still treating you like you're a disease. But when you think about it, they've been treating you like you're a disease this whole time, and you not doing nothing about it because you believe them. But now it's a whole different move. 2020 is a whole different move. Crystal clarity. That's what I love about it. And it's no more lying. It's no more of that craziness.
It's a
Now
lot of
everybody
lying.
sees what's going on. 2020 is the beginning. There it ain't gonna be no changes. Like you said, ain't no going back. This is it. This the new mode. This the new way of doing things. And it's a progression into something else. 2020 was great. in that way. In that way. You get to learn about how crazy people are. In that I can put a shirt over my mouth and somebody say I'm protected from a virus. When you know a shirt is not going to protect you from a virus. It never has and never will. You get to see how fanatic we can be. You get to see when people thought that the terrorists, the neo-Nazis, the KKKs didn't have guns no more. Remember when they thought that? They thought they wasn't gonna do nothing, thought they was just talking. That's not true either. There's no more lying about that. So not everybody knows the truth. Everybody knows what's going on. So not everybody still has time to react to it how they want to. And that's what I like, is because now the supremacists don't feel the need to lie, and I like that. Don't lie. Let me know what's on your mind. 2020 is the beginning. I think 2021 is going to be a sidewinder, because now we know. Now we know. We done seen so much stuff happen. I think 2021 is going to be even more revealing.
Cheryl, how about your 2020?
Well, my 2020, when COVID hit, I decided to get a little more healthy because I do have diabetes and I'm at risk to get the COVID. So basically, I switched my diet. I eat a lot more vegetables. I already didn't eat pork. Now I wasn't eating any beef, no turkey. I just went straight plant-based everything except fish and things of that nature. But that was a changer for me. I see people were going to these grocery stores loading up with all kind of pork and beef, and those are the ones that's the stuff that makes your immune system go down. You know, you got to have something healthy, or at least take supplements. You know, a lot of people don't take supplements, and I think it's very important to make sure your body has what it needs. You know, I just got on sea moss. I take sea moss. You know, it's very good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping me a lot. So that's my 2020.
Man.
And that's going to be my 21, 20, everything. That's going to be it for me.
My little sister grows food out of her backyard and has some of the healthiest food on the block. Tell us about your 2020, Roz.
I kind of agree with nephew. It was Trump should have been in there because one thing about him, he was transparent on that he was a liar, that he stirred up all these people that have been undercover and learned how to be slick and sly. They became open. I only took in some parts of that kind of stuff because I know and believe that I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I am an alien. And so I don't take that into my spirit because it's a demon. I mean, those people are evil and just full of demons. And it just was obvious this whole entire year of the foolishness and the lying and the backbiting and the just everything, having people fight, egging fights on in a group of people. Then you got this COVID. It's been around quite a while for it to be able to get into every country. So, I believe that it was orchestrated for in order for it to go in every country and go among people. Now, another thing that I observe things that they say and I observe things that they don't say. And they always say, it's black and brown people that get it the most. But one thing I haven't seen is statistics. I only see, it's 250,000 people. And it's a lot. It affects black and brown people. But how many of those people are the 250,000, 270,000, or the 12 million that actually really have the COVID or actually really died from it that was not black and brown?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of misconception, bait and switch. I mean, every trick in the book has been done in 2020. And actually, I have watched, I don't watch the news like it is. I watch YouTube, different snippets of different things and just pick up on that. I watch Roland Martin. He's off the chain too. But a lot of the scenarios that went on, we grew up with it. I heard one young person and nephew's age bracket, he was like, I don't understand these white people. Is it hereditary that they're so racist? No, they're taught racism, hatred as soon as they come out the womb. As soon as they come out their mother's belly, she's probably talking to them while they in the belly. You understand? This hatred and stuff. Because if you 1 and 2 and can say nigga, where you get that from? But somebody taught you that in your household.
Yeah,
I've experienced that,
that's
you
true.
know. So they teach, and like when you had all three of these old white men running, Trump and Biden, and what's the other one? I can't never think his name. The
Oh,
other old man.
Bernie
Pence,
Sanders.
Who?
Bernie
Bernie
Sanders.
Sanders.
Bernie.
Bernie
Bernie.
Sanders.
All three of them, I couldn't tell the difference. I like they three old white men came out the same era, came out the same time, taught the same stuff. I don't see no difference. Myself personally, it ain't gonna make me be no different on what the hell they do. Just send me my check. I really don't care what they do. Because we as black people always have to work in between the lines anyway, whatever they come down with. So me, I've been very peaceful, stress free. And anybody come with any bullshit, I have put nieces out the door. They come in here screaming and holler. I just open up the door, push it right on out. Goodbye.
Right.
Because I can't take it. I need my peace. That yard out there, I've been on my island. In this house doing projects and outside digging in the dirt. As soon as I get in the backyard, I kick my shoes off, you know, and just do what I do. When I
Because
come
you
in,
and
I'm dirty, grimy, and whatever. You know.
mm,
But I have I have watched people go through so many changes. I've had friends that have been so stressful and so afraid to even go out the door. These are the same people that knock the church door down. If you don't have no faith, what the hell you going to church for? You understand what I'm saying? What are you
mm,
in there for if you're not learning to depend on God and step out on your faith? What are you doing? Just taking up time and space? You understand what I'm saying? So
mm,
2020 has been an eye opener, and I
mm,
have enjoyed seeing people getting their eyes open because our parents, and when we were growing up, we saw all the civil rights. We lived through all of that. we sheltered our children from a lot of stuff that they didn't see that we experienced. Still experience on those jobs. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with white folks anymore. It's very few encounters I have with them because I am a racist. No.
Like the people that y'all met during those marches, it's like
Huh?
kids and adolescents. When y'all was kids and adolescents and teenagers, the white people that y'all met in those marches are the same people that my generation is meeting right now. And they getting
Yeah.
a taste of what y'all went through. And when y'all was seeing people getting busted upside the head, with bottles throwing and picking up
Hmm.
pipes,
Water
just hitting people
holes
in the
and
head for
dogs
no
and
reason.
all of that. That was
Mhm.
a lot.
And right, and it was so much going on. And those people now are the people that we're being introduced to. And it took a lot of time for us to understand what was going on. But people
Because you
who
have been
had,
sheltered from it, really.
That's
I wasn't, but my generation kind of was because they grew up with a different generation
Well, when I
of
say
white
you, I
people
meant
that weren't like that.
your generation.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean. So,
Like
so
Yeah.
the white people that they grew
Well,
up with
your
wasn't like
parents are they taught you from the beginning. I mean, you were never sheltered from it. You were told and taught and shown. But it's a lot of young people that wasn't. And then there's a lot of young people that raised themselves because their parents were grinding, you know. Mother and dad, they was grinding or either they was doing drugs, one or two that caused these kids to have to raise their own selves. And also a lot of them parents, some of their mothers and grandmothers ain't no more than 12 or 20 years older than they are. So
Yeah.
when you don't know nothing, you can't teach nobody nothing. And what you know at 12 and 20? Not nothing, really.
Yeah,
You
they
mm,
ain't
know,
got
you
no
got a
big
kid.
mamas.
great
They got
point.
the
No,
big
Big Mama's
mamas.
32. Okay.
I,
With her dress just as short as
some
her
of
20-year-old that she had when she was 12. I mean, I'm
Right.
not trying to be funny. I'm just saying what it
no,
is.
that's
We
real.
actually drop kicked the ball on our next generation. In my opinion, we did. And I
Yeah.
say we as us boomers. We drop kicked the ball on our kids by trying to give them everything instead of teaching them that
Mm,
you got to maneuver between
mm.
because I've
Don't
seen
hurt
conversation.
don't hurt my feelings up in here.
No,
You know,
no, no.
I'm
you,
not hurting no
you
feelings,
right.
and I'm not talking about you in specific. I'm talking about us as our generation as boomers.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just saying what I know and have
You're
experienced my own self.
right.
You know, and when I encounter young people, I try to encourage them to do better. You know what I'm saying? If they listen, most of them don't want to hear nothing. You know, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
still, but if I can reach one.
You will. So,
Not to say I'm no
so
teacher
here
or
we
no
go. We
preacher or
go.
nothing, but
We're on our
it's
way.
our children.
Yeah. We're on our way to 2021 and it's vaccination time. Mike Love.
Not for me. Okay.
Vaccination time is 2021. Modero's got the vaccination. And military.
Hey, if
Oh, let
Medina,
me set up the scene. Let me set up the scene, love. The military is out ready to assist in those that would that have trouble finding the vaccination. They got the refrigeration, which needs to be like 60 degrees below zero.
I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was 90 something below zero.
Yes, 94
Mhm.
degrees
Yeah.
below zero.
So they knock on your
That's not gonna
door.
be bad for a kid.
It's time for the vaccination, love. Go ahead, you take it from there.
I'm not taking anything that, first of all, is not FDA approved. Secondly, I've never had a flu shot, and I don't intend
But
on
you see,
taking any of this stuff until there's a dire need. You know, like I'm in the hospital and I'm not in control, and they asking my closest relative or whoever's in charge, can they give it to me? That's what'll happen. You know, it goes back to what Roz said and what even Max said about taking care of yourself, and I mean Shell covered it as well. You know, the first line of defense for any of this stuff, Michael Jackson said it best. I'm looking for the man in the mirror. You got to take care of you first. You know, it's like we were talking about neck bones and chitlins and that kind of stuff. And people eat. I mean, we're sitting here in 2020, and we got people posting that they fixing pounds and pounds and pounds of chitlins, and I'm going, where is this coming from?
That's tradition.
Think about this for a minute. We see these Burger King commercials, and they giving away 2 Whoppers. What is the purpose? And the person that's getting it don't even look like they healthy, unfortunately. You know.
Well,
Now,
what is in it?
go back and look at that commercial. The African American dude that's going, y'all sure y'all gonna do this? Because if y'all ain't, I ain't giving them back.
Oh Lord.
Okay, he's a pretty big guy. Okay, then they go to the black woman, and she looks like, you know, she could stand to get on a bike or run around the thing, and then they put on the white girl, and she look like olive oil. She all beauty and skin.
Oh Lord.
And I'm looking at this, and I'm going, okay, there's a trick here somewhere. Okay, think about this. The current Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial. You get mashed potatoes, black-eyed peas, corn on the cob, 4 or 5 pieces of chicken, all for $2.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, it's not right. There's something not right about that. $2.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't even seen a Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial here. I don't even think we have a Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nor Popeye. Nor Church's Chicken is they on their last leg.
KFC.
I don't even know. I don't know if we still have it. We used to be one on Delmar, but hell, I haven't been on Delmar so long. I don't know if it's still there.
So,
I'm very seldom go in the city. Very seldom.
Mac Bees, here we go. It's shot time. It's 2021, and they're offering you the vaccination. Take it from there.
Oh, they're not offering anything. They're telling you that in order to get to keep your driver's license, to have a bank account, to establish your business, in order to have your license plates on your car, in order to be able to use social services, in order to have your stamps, HUD housing, in order to go to the grocery store, in order to go back to work, in order to have access to the society, in order to do those 10 things, you got to have a shot. And in order to spend money, you're going to have it too, because the money ain't going to be in the cash no more. So when it's time for that, that's going to be the real 2020 eye opener, because there's no gains no more. There's no gains no more, because it's already getting to a point where somebody got to aim a thermometer at your head everywhere you go. Like y'all never seen that before, and I haven't either. But now they're gonna have a light on that. The same thing. They're gonna have the same thing, just like that. They're gonna have a light on the end of it, and the vaccine is gonna have a dye on the inside of it, and they're gonna point the light at you, at your head, just like they do now with the thermometer. They're going to point the light at your head, and they're going to see if you have the vaccine. And if you haven't had it, they'll know. No matter what type of paperwork you have, no matter doctor's notes say you got it, they're going to look at it, say no, the below the 94 degrees below zero ain't in your bloodstream. So it's got to be a bunch of strong people that's ready to say, nah, you can exclude me from everything you're going to exclude me from. God got me. You know, it's gonna be the real eye opening. We're gonna see what's going on.
So I guess in a short note, we're gonna have to learn how to prepare to take care of ourselves and not depend on privilege and benefits.
Exactly.
Eat out the backyard like Roz is doing, and learn how to fend for ourselves. Shell 2021, the vaccination shot is on tap, and take it from there.
Well, I ditto what Mike Love said. I feel like you do. I think Uncle Pearl would have to get me on my deathbed and say, give her the shot, y'all. She can't take it no more. That's the only way I'm taking it. I mean, for real. I got to be that close, because for them to put something foreign in my body that can control everything, that I do, they try to already control, like Max said, our lives, our groceries, what we eat, where we go, how we get paid, when we get paid, can we drive somewhere? I mean, that's a little much. So
It's already like that with those new cars, you know.
yeah, but man, I
I
mean,
want to
I
set
had,
another scene.
yeah,
Mhm.
I just rather not.
All right, Rob.
Okay, I want to set a scene. You set a good scene. I want to set another scene.
Oh, let's
All
get.
right.
Hold on, wait a minute. We got to get Roz too.
He
2021.
can talk. It's okay. We just talking.
2021, Roz. It's time to get the shot.
Look, 2021. I'm not getting no shot. I did old Mike Love as well. I've never taken a flu shot. I thought it was the stupidest thing. You take a flu shot, you get sick as hell, and then they say, "Oh well, it's got the flu in it, and so that's why you got the flu." And then it said, and then they said, "Oh, you didn't get the right flu shot because this is a different strain." And so I'm like, "The hell with that! I'm not taking none of that stuff. I don't know what you got in that vial. I don't know what that is." And me and my doctor, we used to go around and around, but I got him trained now.
You
He
got the
don't ask
doctor
me
trained.
about that kind of yeah.
Love. Go
Because
ahead.
I'm
Love.
like, this is
Okay.
me. This is my body. I make my decisions on my own body.
Come
You
on.
cannot make me take that
There you
crap.
go.
Preach.
I have so much medicine. Why I do it so they won't mess with me and mess with my money. But it's like piled up in a desk drawer.
Right.
It's so full. I'm like, I think I might stop getting this for a while. But it's just control. All of it is about control. And the
Mm.
Republicans let you see that it's about money. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not even about them. It's about money. Because they have cut each other's head off for some dollars.
Okay,
You
Mhm.
saw
Dory.
that in 2020 as well. How many people missing in the White House that got fired because they went against the Gestapo?
Right.
You know, so it's
Right.
just crazy. I've been
Mhm.
laughing so hard through this whole thing. It's ridiculous. I feel like it's a comedy show to me. I am so detached from all of it. I just am. It's crazy. And why would you feed into that? You'll lose your mind trying to figure out what they doing. Not me. Because I don't care what they doing. They do it to themselves as well as to us. We always have to learn, maneuver, and manipulate and get between the cracks and slide on the wall or whatever you have to do what you have to do.
Right.
We're used to that. So they're the worst people. The evil that you saw. I mean, did you not see all this evil that went on? There's no other way to even describe it but evil.
Right.
And it was not just Trump, it was all his cronies. All them white folks that say they
Love.
conservative. Conservative is just another word for racist. That's all that is.
Liberal.
Yeah.
Okay. Love.
So I just don't even care. A lot of it I detach from. I'm serious about that.
Mm. So
Because if you take it on, it make you upset. And I don't want to be upset about
Mhm.
nothing.
You like being happy.
Especially something I don't have no control about. I don't have no
Right.
I think we
control
all
over
like
that.
being happy. I mean, I interject with you guys all the time. Everybody on the screen loves to be happy. I mean, just
Right.
Oh yeah.
laughing. Everybody. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd much rather be laughing and talking and having a good time than to be crying and whining or listening to somebody crying and whining. Especially about something you ain't do nothing about. What can you do about it? Some of these things you can do, it's so far out of your reach. Why are you even worrying about it? I have friends that can't sleep, they're stressed, can't eat, just tripping on everything that's why do you watch that news? All the news got the same story over. Why are you even worrying about it? I have friends that can't sleep, they're stressed, can't eat, just tripping on everything that's why do you watch that news? All the news got the same story over again. You watch that all day long, 7 days a week. That's stupid.
Well,
You
you
got
know,
the same story
we have
over
an
and over again.
argument.
You start believing it.
Okay, now you just stepped on me now. So we have an argument in the media. This
Okay.
is we got to hear different perspectives of the same.
That's right.
We got to do
That's
that
right.
so we can discern truth better because they be lying to us so tough. But we have to really break it down as best we can. So members of the black media like Mac and Love and me, when we try to convey this stuff to y'all, we want it to be truthful. We really want it to be
But
truthful.
that's what you got to do in order to make a difference, because all that is propaganda on 2, 5, 4, 7, 10, 11 with all them channels. I don't even know what they are.
Right. Mac, you want
I
to set
haven't
up
watched
something?
regular TV in so long.
You want to set up something? Go ahead, Mac.
Okay, I wanted to set something up. So you can't take. Let's say this actually happens, right? And you get in your car, you refuse the shot, and they say, okay, you get in your car, and your car starts taking you to go get a shot. What do you do?
Yeah.
Rerouting now. Your steering wheel disconnects, and you try to pump your brakes, and your brakes won't stop. So you hit the gas, and your car won't go forward fast, and it's already going. No need. Brakes have been disabled. Transmission has been disabled.
Sound like a
Let me
Gas
tell
has
you
been
something about that.
disabled.
Love.
That
So
won't
you
be
pull on the
me.
cap, you pull on to get out. Door locks have been disabled for your safety.
Let me tell you, not in that 95 Buick Roadmaster. It won't be
There
like
you
that.
go. Not in that one.
Oh man, I gotta give Mac applause on that one.
Tell me,
Yeah,
Uncle
that was good.
Pearl,
That was good.
what's your 2021 look like
Yeah.
Oh,
on
okay.
that vaccine?
I
On
thought
that
I was gonna get.
vaccination?
I thought I was gonna get away without an
You
ass.
thought you were gonna get with
No.
You know, the whole thing. Let me tell y'all this. I've been listening to a lot of pundits and a lot of pontificators, and I don't know. I don't really even know if I'm built for this. I'm really being serious.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm built for this.
yeah.
I've never heard you say that.
I
I
know.
feel you on that though.
I've been so used to making sure you okay and making sure she's okay and making sure halfway that I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time to either give your life or die with no legacy.
Wow.
Damn. That's
You
deep.
weren't supposed to drop something
How
that heavy.
many
That's
of
too
us
heavy.
have died with no
You can't
legacy
carry
though?
But that's what
That's
I'm faced with. It's not something this really. It's not something I'm looking forward to, so to speak. So when he come in with that AK-47, I'm gonna drop the 45.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't no pussy ass nigga. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Said that on the air.
Oh, Steve Harvey, Michael Baisden. What's the other guy? Willie Lynch? No, that's
Oh boy, you
Yeah,
getting heavy today.
Smile.
Getting heavy.
No, okay, I did that on purpose. But the whole deal is that I'm serious about that other part, y'all. I'm dead serious. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I mean, I've been here. I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I can't let you run over
That's the
there.
way I feel. I mean,
I can't let you run over me. You're gonna impose that on me, and everything is
that's the way I
voluntary
feel.
in America. And you're gonna force me to do that?
Everything is voluntary except for that vaccination.
There will be. They're working on it, so it won't be.
Good.
They know they're gonna have to push back on that because everybody is not going for that shot.
They know
Right.
that. They know that's why they bring in
And
troops
then
in from other countries. So they know American troops are not going to turn on Americans. They already know that. The UN is bringing in troops from different places, so they won't have that affinity.
Hmm.
They'll just go
Sad.
ahead. Yeah.
some of the nurses and that that's been in these hospitals that's been attending people with the COVID, have you seen any of their interviews where these MAGA people who are Trump's followers, which it really seems to be like a cult because it's crazy some of the stuff. But I've seen a couple of nurses have said they have a room called the Pit. Have you heard of that room?
Yeah, well, I've seen that story where they put the people in the room. It's actually in Texas. They put the people in the room when they're ready to die.
Because they can't do nothing else for them.
They resuscitate them 3 times. They give them an opportunity to resuscitate 3 times. Leave us in San Antonio, love. And if they don't come back in those 3 times, then they're there to die.
Right.
Did you hear that those people were yelling and screaming and not screaming, but yelling and cussing the nurses out that was trying to help them survive and tell the nurses that, call them out of their name and tell them that it's a magic medicine that Trump said you have and give it to me because this COVID is fake. And the nurses tell them, you're dying. They gasping for breath and gasping for air, and they rolling them to the pit. And more than one of those nurses have said that. Wow. What is that but a demon? How can you be that? You dying, you cannot breathe, and you still curse a person that's trying to help you. I don't understand that. That's something beyond anything I can comprehend. That you're that strong in belief that this is fake, but you dying at the same time.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. All I see is a demon. I'm like, what kind of demon is it? It's a demon to have your mind tricked all the way to death.
Yeah.
That this is a farce, but I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Just like George couldn't.
George Floyd.
It's just a lot. It's so much. That's why I kind of I'm like, Lord, I know you got this because, see, I'm not trying to go on overload. We all got all these underlying conditions and stuff because we older. Your body ain't built to last forever. It's just not. So it's up to you to try to take care of it as long as you can, as much as you can, in order to have some kind of quality of life. Correct. And me, I have detached myself from foolishness. I'm telling you, I won't go there. That helps me keeps my peace. I keep my peace. I get rid of people who try to come and disturb my peace. Because one thing about it, about that peace that the Lord give you beyond any understanding, when you get that kind of peace, you're not going to let no fool come and take it from you. Because it was too long or too hard for you to get that. Yeah. And you said that earlier, Mike Love, about the 40-some years you was a fool, and these last 20 years you recognized that, and thank God for every day He kept you.
That's it.
We all got that same testimony. Even nephew, we can't watch you 24/7.
Right.
No, you done been somewhere doing some things that could have took your life around some people. It just is what it is. We all have been on the edge, hanging 10.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna try to paint a good spin on this one. I'm just gonna end it up and say, happy forthcoming New Year, which is really not the new year. The new year begins in the springtime, y'all. That's when the year begins.
Well, it began every day. God let me wake up.
Huh?
It's getting heavy again.
Might well be a new year.
We'll go along with January.
That's why you got that big head for a good reason.
We're gonna go for January 1st. You know that. I might even have a beard.
You said he could think of anything.
No, did you hear that?
How about just happy Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
How about that?
That's a good one.
I'll be ready in a minute.
Wait a minute, Rachel. The recording is started.
You already ready, boo boo?
You're ready. The recording is going.
Come on now, Shell. What was with that face?
Man, I didn't know.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, because that face you just gave us, come on, like it had like curse words behind it.
I know.
It was. He didn't
Yeah.
tell me it was started.
It started already. Uncle Pearl podcast, and I am your gracious, lovable, laughing, sincere, good-looking host, Uncle Pearl.
Kind of the world we live in. Have to really get to a point of understanding the world of independence. You know, you're gonna have, you see that thing right there? You got to get you, just like you got Magic 108 FM behind you and I got Blue Tag Media behind me. That's the new world order. And Shell is doing socks and butcher knives and axes. And
All right, don't do it.
I'm doing curses.
Like,
I saw Shell on the internet the other day throwing a butcher knife.
That was not a butcher knife. That was a magic pocket knife.
That was a magic pocket knife. I was like, oh my God, did she just kill somebody? No,